Hi, I'm Haley Childers, and this is my Spirituality and Liberal Arts assignment. For the first question, as a BSN prepared nurse, describe in detail and explain 3 ways how you will integrate principles from the liberal arts curriculum in your nursing career. As a first, I'll be able to provide more cost-effective treatments, not only for the patient, but for the hospital. Within the BSN curriculum, we're able to see more of the business side of nursing and being able to see through classes such as statistics how to be able to make small adjustments within treatment options that can be beneficial for the patient as well as the hospital in short and long-term goals. I can also help with the increasingly older population of our clients. With modern medicine, our population is starting to live a lot longer than previous generations, and with that, in the BSN curriculum, we have studied gerontology, which means that we are able to see that population and how current treatment options affect them differently than the regular population of the mid and younger ages. Also, we have had multiple classes that teach you more about different cultures within the U.S. as a melting pot, if you will. We have increasingly more cultures spread out through the whole United States and not just on the East Coast and West Coast. So we're able to understand how different cultures work and learn how to treat them with the same respect as we would everybody, just in their own culture. The second question is give 2 detailed examples of how you will continue to engage in lifelong learning. With the BSN program, we have learned how to research more and find more evidence-based practices to incorporate into our nursing careers. So with that tools, we'll be able to research more and provide more evidence-based practice and stay on the current trends in order to provide patients with the best and most current care. Also, it has opened my eyes to see that with learning more, you realize that you don't know as much as what you think you do. And so it's helping me to learn that I need to continue learning through more credit hours, such as continued education learning or achieving more degrees in order to really understand the full scope of healthcare and what it means to be a healthcare provider. Third, SBU's mission statement is to prepare students to be servant leaders in a global society. How will you stand out as a leader? Provide an example for each of the following: the patient, the patient's family members, peers or co-workers, and also in your personal life. With patients, I think to be a servant leader is to treat them as a human and not just as a bed number that you have to take care of. So with that, it's keeping their thoughts, their opinions, and values and lifestyle into mind when you are creating their care plan and how to help them cope with either a new diagnosis or this current illness that they're trying to defeat. To keep in mind their thoughts and views and to be able to really put that into action to treat them as a whole and not just the one disease or diagnosis. Also, with their patients' family members, it's being able to sit down and explain and clarify diagnosis or treatments or current procedures that they're going to be going through, not making them feel insignificant or as a burden within their patient's room all the time, helping them be involved if they want with the patient's care within reason that they can, and to just keep encouraging them to be a part of the treatment. Third, with the peers, being a team player, helping them with always being a lending hand if needed, and never asking them for help to do stuff that you as yourself wouldn't do. And also to, like the patient's family member, treat your peers with the same respect and don't talk down or look down on your aides or a new nurse that doesn't have the same experience or education as you. With my personal life, to be a servant leader would be to make time for friends and family. It's easy to get wrapped up in your own self because you're working 12-hour shifts and just want to relax and be just for yourself, but others may need you more than what you need your personal time. So to be a servant leader and be there for them whenever they need and make time to spend with them. The fourth and final question is spirituality and spiritual reflection has been threaded through each of your nursing classes. How has this impacted your view of providing holistic patient care? This goes back to being a servant leader. Through all of these, we have gone and done assignments through Maxwell Leadership Bible that pinpoints and shows how Jesus served and served his disciples, and really illuminated how a servant leader should act and how it is so important to be a servant leader and to order to get followers and be an efficient leader. For example, how Jesus always took the time with his disciples to sit down and explain this new realm of God's Son being on earth and spreading the good news. He never looked down on them, never dismissed them for simple questions. Instead, he took the time to really explain to them how this is going to work in the long run. And so that's really shown the importance of how I need to be a servant leader and to really take pride in my leadership and never look down on people.